Hello people, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Melodramatic Bookworm family. Also welcome to a brand new reading vlog, which is super exciting for me. I don't know how it will turn out in the end, but I am so excited to be doing this reading vlog, because in this vlog, as you know from the title, thumbnail, etc, I will be reading Nikita Gill's latest book, which is These Are the Words. This is a poetry collection. I got this book months ago, a few months ago, and I still haven't read it because I was scared that this book would be over. I was scared that I will start reading this, I will feel all the emotions, and then before I know it, I will be turning the last page, and then there would be no other Nikita Gill books to tide me over until the next one comes out. I am so excited to read it. I thought, let's do it. Let's finally pick it up, because sometime or the other this book is going to end, irrespective of whether you pick it up now or if you pick it up like in 2 years. But will you be able to wait 2 years before you read Nikita Gill? And the answer to that was no. So that's why I decided that I will start a reading vlog. I'll do a reading vlog for this, and so that you can see me cry, you can see me get emotional over her words yet again. Today is the 19th of March, and I know this will take me like a few hours to read, but I'm going to savor this. I don't want it to end in a blink. Okay, there are trigger warnings to this book. Mentions of anxiety, depression, non-graphic sexual assault and abuse, heartbreak, homophobia, biphobia, racism, misogyny, trauma and grief. She has that knack of bringing words into sentences that will somehow settle deep inside the reader. I will talk for myself, and gives me a kind of power, a strength. More often than not, I see myself in the stories that Nikita Gill is telling through her poems. I would do anything for her. Now on to reading this book. It's not fair. Like, I'm just 10 pages in and I'm feeling like I have to take a pause after every poem, after every page, and collect myself. It looks like I'm complaining, but you know I'm not. I'm 14 pages in, and I've cried like a baby. But my eyes are burning. My eyes are burning from all the tears. I'd actually applied a cream and I cried, and something's happened. Now my eyes are burning. This poem reminded me of why I love Nikita Gill so much. You are more than what you can do for other people, more than your productivity, more than the joy you give others, more than how many pieces you give away, before it feels like you have lost yourself. You are more than the scars and the bruises of your past. But most of all, you are more than what you tell yourself every night, alone in the dark, wishing and pleading with a universe that you do not think can hear you. to be prettier, stronger, brighter, better. The universe already thinks of you as a star. It knows that you are already its wildest dream come true, just like this, just as you are. Hence proved. So it's close to 2 a.m. in the night or morning, in whichever way you want to see it. Technically it's the 20th of March, but I'm still considering it 19th, and I have made progress on these other words, but it's been slow because, as you know, as I've mentioned like a bunch of times before, I'm savoring this book. There is so much beauty, so much power to Nikita Gill's words. I am at page 49 right now, and whatever you see, I don't know if you can see it properly. Wait. I've highlighted and written. There are hearts all over the place, and I'm just feeling the feels. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Why am I doubting myself? It does make sense, and I've been crying like a baby as I read this book, which I knew was going to happen, and yet I was not prepared for the intensity with which I felt these things. Reminder 2. You are not too young to have morals and principles that are different from older members of your family. When they say you are too young to understand, it is a way for them to escape accountability. Don't be so condescending. It's the worst thing you can do to someone's self-confidence, to someone's self-esteem. I wrote like an essay about it over here. I've made some progress. Now I'm on page 79. I've read this the whole section that starts after signs, the signs at the beginning of autumn, and now I'm at the signs at the beginning of winter. I mean, I'm about halfway through this book, and this is making me feel so many things. And it's not just about mother-daughter relationships or sibling relationships that she talks about in this book. She talks about the dreams that a parent can have for their child, what they want for a child, being a sibling, being an older sibling, being a younger sibling, and love from cats, and so much more in here. They are just breaking me. I'm realizing that any time I reread something that she's written from, say for example from this section that I've already read, anytime I reread, I'm like, my throat closes up, my tear ducts start working in overdrive. Hello people, today is the 21st of March, and I have made some progress on this book when compared to where I left it off last night. I got through about like 18 more pages. They talk about abuse and disrespect and how they leave a mark on the survivor. The poems give the survivor strength, they give them assurances, they give them the courage to move forward in life. It's not that easy, but this kind of a push, this kind of courage is what is needed, like that first step forward, that first inkling that settles into your mind that this is also a possibility. These are the words that are the first step, and they just cracked open something within me. See, this is the point where she's talking about not abandoning oneself. I'm tired of abandoning the parts of ourselves we do not like and calling ourselves lost things. I'm asking you not to abandon the parts of yourself that are in need of more love. I'm asking you to hold the parts of you that shatter, that scare you, close. I'm asking you to become better at loving those portions of yourself you wish to abandon, to learn from them as much as you learn from everything about you that you love. She's not telling you that this is the right thing or this is the only way that you can take. She's asking you politely, beautifully, she's giving you reasons that when you can learn from the things that you love, why not try learning from this? Okay, so I have my book, I have my sticky notes, which I've not used much, but I've used these two a lot, the highlighter and this pen, and I have my coffee. So I'm going to sit down and read for a bit. This next section is called For When You Hate Your Body, and it's coming at a rather fitting time, for lack of a better word, for me. So my camera's battery is dying, but I'll just do a quick update before it dies out completely. I'm on page 126 and there are about 8 more pages before the next section starts. So the poem on page 126, which made me pause, is called A Song for Dark Skin. And as someone with dark skin, this skin doesn't look dark because of the lighting and whatever, the color correction of the camera and all of that, but I'm pretty dusky, and I have had experiences before where people used to take one look at me and ask me, aren't you going to get any treatment done to your skin, aren't you going to get any whitening treatment done? And to read Nikita Gill say, it is already holy, don't let them convince you that you are anything other than sacred. It's filling me up. So it's late in the night, about 1 a.m. and I've just finished reading this book and I am not okay. This is such a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous poetry collection. There's so much power, strength, and throughout this book, Nikita Gill not only talks about what it is that makes, especially women as people, the forces of nature that we are, but she also gives us reassurance. She also encourages us. She tells us what we can do when we are feeling down, and she tells us to be kind to ourselves. And there's a whole lot going on. Every poem took something out of me and into itself. This whole experience has been so emotional. so power packed, so encouraging and empowering. She has the knack for being kind and compassionate as she points out what is to be done or what went wrong, but also she is firm, she's strong, she's empowering, and she tells us what can be done. She gives us those options when we are feeling down in the dumps and we see no other option, when we see that there is no way out. Reading this book will give you hope. It will give you the power to hang on. And she covers so many topics in here, be it relationships, be it female friendships, be it the sisterhood, be it found families, be it the stories of abuse, be it that of disrespect, be it feminism, be it misogyny and sexism, and how the patriarchy works. This is why I love Nikita Gill's books so much. She encapsulates all of them in like 170 pages. At least, see, Nikita Gill's poems work for me a lot, the most. I love her poems, and these are something that I take strength from. These are something that I hold on to, especially when I'm feeling down in the dumps or when I'm feeling like my life isn't going right. I turn to Nikita Gill, I turn to her poems, and they give me that assurance, they give me that strength to move forward, to try this one thing which might make my life easier, and more often than not that helps. And being kind to oneself while dissociating from the world is something that happens from time to time, and she tells you that it's okay to do that because you've got to prioritize yourself also at times. Oh, this is brilliant. I loved it. I mean, now that it's over, I'm sad that it's over, that there's no more of these are the words that I can, immerse myself into. But I'm so glad I picked it up. I'm so glad that I read it. So that's the kind of impact this book had on me. And like I said before, I knew that I would be sad when the book was over, and I am sad. But I don't know, this somehow has left me feeling a sort of joy that I actually went ahead and picked this book up when I did. If you think that you are looking for something that will empower you, that will give you strength, then this is one book that you should definitely pick up. Full 5 out of 5 stars from my side. And it's not just because it's Nikita Gill personally. I mean, that's one reason, because Nikita Gill's writing works for me, right? It's because these poems are truly that powerful. So if you're looking for one such book, if you're looking for a book of poetry, empowering poetry, then this is one book that you should definitely try. Highly, highly, highly recommend. So that was me reading These Are the Words by Nikita Gill. Let me know what you thought of this vlog. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Have you read These Are the Words? If you have, then what did you think of it? If you haven't, then will you pick this book up on my recommendation? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.